Hi there crafters, it's Louise with you today and I'm sharing a project for Mystical Scrapbooks, and for this month we're focusing on cards and gifts. So I've decided that I'm going to create 2 Christmas cards. Now I am not a cardie, I am primarily a scrapbooker, so cards are a little bit of a challenge for me, but I think in terms of when I'm creating cards I like to make them the same way I would a layout. So I look at layers, I look at all the techniques that I would normally use when I am creating a layout, and I simply do that on a smaller scale in card form. So I've fussy cut some of the beautiful, uniquely creative Christmas collection elements, including the florals, and then I've got the background paper. I've also just mounted that up on a little bit of cardstock to give it some dimension, a little bit of bling, and that's going to be the final stages of this card. Now I had a little bit of an idea that I was going to also show you how I would fill the inside of a card, but I ended up putting it aside and I didn't actually go that far. So these little sections that I'm cutting out are actually the internal components of the card, but you won't actually get to see those. You only get to see the outside of the card. Now when I'm creating cards, I just use A4 cardstock that I buy from any old discount store. So I have black and white in my stash, and I like to just fold that in half. I don't use a fancy tool or anything. I just fold it and smooth the edges. So I decide that I'm going to make this a banner sort of card, and I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the elements onto the actual card at the moment. I've got this pretty little doily. I decide I'm going to fussy cut some of the florals because it's such a beautiful collection with the florals, and I've got these beautiful mystical flowers from the shop that I really wanted to get them onto this card. So I'm going to add a couple of those and have a little bit of a play around and try and get this to actually work in something that's pleasing to the eye. So it needed some kind of title, and I toyed with the idea of like a chipboard piece or something, but I wanted to stay within this same collection, so I'm going to make some little banners to match in with the big banner that I've created in that background. You can also see that I have actually put that banner on an angle. So once I'm happy with this banner background, I'm going to go ahead and stick everything down, and then that's my 2 cards to inspire you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, please subscribe.